Yeah, good morning, guys. This is Easy Earning FX. So I'm here again this morning to share the Parabolic Sar strategy on Boom 500. I did Boom 1000, Boom 500 in the last two videos, and I said I'm going to come back to show you that it works on Crash 500. How to use a Parabolic Sar strategy to catch spikes on Boom and Crash. And this is Boom, and this is Crash 500 now. Crash 500. Don't forget the basic truth guiding the strategy. You generate signal on higher time frame and take entry on lower time frame. Meaning that you can generate signal on a day time frame and take entry on 15 minutes time frame, or you generate your signal on 4 hours time frame and take your entry on 15 minutes time frame, or you generate your signal on 1 hour time frame and take your entry on 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time. So it depends on what you want and your equity. So I will continue here on 1 hour time frame as usual and 5 minutes time frame. Generate signal or generate signal on 1 hour time frame and taking entry on 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame. And don't forget as well, I do echo something that your stop loss, use active stop loss always and not mental what stop loss. Don't assume, don't always assume. Trade what you see and let your stop loss to be active. Let it be active. And again, mind your lot size. The lot size is the killer here. Is the killer that a very slight push back or retracement wipe away your account. So don't be greedy. Use the desired lot size that is in consonance with your what? With your capital. So even if the trade hit your stop loss, you have what? Reasonable capital to continue trading to recover the loss and also make some profit. So let us check this out for the next 5 minutes and see if this strategy actually works on Crash 500. On Crash 500, as you can see now, the market is on sale. The Parabolic Sar is telling us that the market was triggered a sell with the Parabolic Sar indicator. Parabolic Sar indicators confirms trend. So it confirms the actual trend when the market gets to the last dot of the buy. And we're having this. So what happened? Let us go to what? 5 minutes time frame and see if this is in what? Is actually selling there. Let's bring it down. Can you see? The market is selling. The market is what? Is selling. Is selling. This is it. We have a sell signal here, one, and we have another word, sell signal here. How to catch spikes. Although you can use it to trade the trend, the other trend, but people love to trade to catch the spikes on boom and crash. So this strategy actually works in what? In catching the spikes. So let us add the the what? The Bollinger Band so that we can always know when to exit the market if the market did not go in our what? Direction. So this is it. The market did not reverse when it triggered and it came down. Let me remove this. I'm still coming to share this strategy with you. But let me finish with the Parabolic Sar and the what? The 5 or 6 assets that are left, which are the jump and crash 1000. Then I will pick the next information to share with you. So we have the sell signals here. One, the market came down. Here two, it came down. So let us assume that the market came back and closes outside this third bodega band. What do? You take your partial loss and leave the market. Let us check out the other what? The other movement. We have another movement here when the spike started on 1 hour time frame. So what do you do here? So let us go to 5 minutes time frame and see if the market actually move in our direction. So what? So the market was here when the sell triggers on 1 hour time frame. So what happened? I do say this in the previous video. You likely do two things. The market will definitely going to be on sale on 5 minutes when it triggered on 1 hour. So one is either you join the trade immediately. So if you join immediately, the market came down in your direction. Can you see that now? So or you wait for a pullback. I think there's just a single dot here when the pullback triggers. Can you see that now? And you join the next trade. But if you join this next trade, definitely we're going to close it here. The market did not move in our direction. You see, it went back up when we entered here. When we entered here, when the next sales triggered, the market went back for 25 minutes, spike. It went back but didn't close outside the third bodega parallel. So we're still going to remain what? Inside this trade. We're still going to remain inside this trade. Can you see that now? And I said in previous clip explaining the bodega bound that the middle line is what? Simple moving average 20. And when you enter a trade, the market reverses and touches the middle line. It is meant for re-entry. You can always take a re-entry on what? On the middle line. So you can see that the market went back for 5 minutes and spike. It came down. So it ought to be coming down now, but we are not the one controlling the market. So we have our entry and our exit through. You can see that the market went back up again, and this second green candlestick closes outside the third line. So what are we going to do there? We take our partial loss and leave the market. The market triggered again here. It didn't really move. It closes outside the third bodega bound line again. What do? You close. Two loss sequentially. Don't worry. You're still going to pick another one. I will never tell you that you will not see red. You will see red. But just what? Stick to the rules. So look at this again. The market triggers the sell here. And what happened? The market came down. That is going to cover our loss. So can you see what also happened here? The market came down in our direction. So that's how the strategy works. That is how it works. So let us move to another sell signal and look at what happened there. And look at what happened there. And look at what happened there. So this is another sell signal here. Another sell signal here. Another sell signal. So let me add two vertical lines from here. You follow the same direction, 1 hour direction. You take same entry on 5 minutes. On 5 minutes down to this place. This is where we have it triggered. So let's go to 5 minutes. Let's go to 5 minutes and see what happened. We have some pullback there. We have some pullback there. So this is it. The market was here when it triggered on 1 hour, and it still came down for almost 30 minutes before we have that pullback. So we have another sell here. We have another sell here. Can you see now? That is how it works. You pick same direction. Same direction. This is when we have that pullback on 1 hour time frame. Although it still came down a bit. Can you see it? Another sell here. We have another cell here. We are still inside the box. We have another cell here. Can you see how it came down? That is how it works. You pick same direction. You pick same direction. We are still inside the box. Can you see it now? So that's why I tell you that if you pick like 5 entries in a day, you will definitely see 3 wins or 4 wins, even the whole 5 wins with this particular strategy. With this particular strategy. So let us pick one more. I don't want the video to be long, so you can practice it. So we have another sell signal here. I think, can I use this? It triggered here. So I will try to put the box. It triggered here. So let me add this. Let me add this. So that is, so let's go to 5 minutes chart and see what happened there with the sell signal. So the market was here when it triggered on that 1 hour. The market still came down for 15 minutes. We have a pullback here. The next one, I think that's loss there. That's a loss. It came down and it closes outside the third Bollinger Band line. This green candlestick. So what do? You take your partial loss, and we have the nail signal 1. So that is how the strategy works. That is, so another sell signal here, the spike. Can you see that? And it came down in our direction. It came down in our direction. So let us check one more on the 1 hour time frame. So this one is 7 long. Can you see this signal? Can you see that right? Can you see the right? Can you see the right? See. So you'll be seeing more of sales signals. Can you see that? Can you see that? That is how the strategy works. When it triggered on 1 hour, you come to 5 minutes and you pick the same signal. You pick the same signal. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4. So can you see? You'll be seeing more of sell signals, more of sell signals. But once the market did not go in your direction and it closes outside the Bollinger Band line, after you've entered, what do? You take your partial loss and leave. So wait for me while I come to do the next video on what? On crash 1000, and we'll look at it together. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to help me subscribe to the channel. Good morning once again.